Hey, welcome back to Making Mindset Matter. I'm Shaq and I appreciate you being here. If you've been following the channel, you already know that this space, it's all about reflection. It's all about mindset and meaningful growth. I'm not here to preach, but I'm here to share my lessons from my own journey, things I've experienced firsthand, and things I've picked up in passing. And to be honest, everything I share is something I'm super passionate about and I truly believe to be true. So let's get into it. Life, it isn't easy, right? It never has been. And it's not supposed to be. There's this idea that if we get everything in order, life will somehow become smooth and fair. But that's not reality. Life has never ever been fair, and waiting for it to become fair is just a trap. The entitlement trap. It's easy to fall into this mindset of, why me? To start seeing yourself as this victim of circumstance. But here's the real truth. You're not a victim. And that's not to dismiss any real struggle you're going through. It's just to say that you can't live and be stuck with it. You've got to move forward, own the situation and take control of your response to that event. Get over it, get on with it. And that's where the mindset shift happens. And so we come to this bigger question. What does success actually mean to you? It's a deep personal question. And for some, it might be financial stability. For others, it's raising a healthy family, building a strong marriage, living a life where you're creating impact. There's no right or wrong answer, but the key is your answer must come from you, not from what the world tells you that should matter. Whatever your idea of success is, never let it compromise any of your values or your character. Make sure your definition of success is aligned with who you are and who you're looking to become. Be courageous and take that hill and ask yourself, what's it worth climbing for? Is it worth the effort, the sacrifice? And once you do define it, the goal isn't just to reach it, it's to sustain it. And that means being intentional and taking a daily inventory, protecting the things that matter and keeping them in good conditions. And sometimes where we're not is just as revealing as where we are. So let me explain what I mean by that. The journey to discovering who we are doesn't usually start with clarity. It doesn't begin with, I know exactly who I am. It more often begins with, I know what I'm not. It's a process of elimination. It's the choices we stop making, the company we stop keeping, and the habits we decide to let go. You might have some friends that don't bring out the best in you, who fuel gossip, negativity, or inconsistency. You might find yourself in environments that feel fun in the moment, but leave you drained, disconnected, or even ashamed. Or maybe it's that screen, the phone that you're constantly on, that's keeping you away from actual real human interaction. Or for some, it's the food that they eat, that comforts you in the short term, but leaves you feeling sluggish and unwell for the rest of the day. These things, they consume time, energy, and most importantly, identity, often without us realizing. So here's a simple shift. Stop giving those people, places, and habits your energy. You don't need to make a dramatic exit. Just start by not showing up quietly, intentionally, and redirect your time and focus. And whenever you do that, something powerful happens. You to start gravitating towards spaces and people that energize you. You create more room for what actually brings joy, brings peace and clarity. Why? Because by cutting out what doesn't serve you, you naturally create space for what does. And this is how you start to see your true self. Not by adding, but by subtracting. And here's a warning. Too many options can become a curse. We think choice equals freedom, but too much choice leads to confusion, distraction, and eventually paralysis. So simply narrow down things and be deliberate. And in doing that, you'll unintentionally and almost innocently start putting what truly matters right in front of you. Now, let's be honest. Figuring out who we are is actually hard. It takes time and you'll make mistakes, and that is normal. So just give yourself some grace, some time, and some appreciation. But the easy way to do it is by starting with what you're not, and the rest becomes clearer over time. Rather than creating outcomes that leave us feeling empty, let's start building lives that give us back, that replenish us, that keep the fire alive for long term. You're not always going to do your best, and that's okay. But if you stay curious about your life, and if you examine the habits, the routines, and practices that lead to joy, to growth, to even the pain that has purpose, that's where the real magic is. So observe your life, study what's working and what's not, learn from it, appreciate it, and use that insight to keep evolving. Choose intentionally, live intentionally, not because you're told to, but because you want to. And when you mess up, as we all do, just own it, make changes, and then move on. Don't live in guilt. Don't drown in regret. You are the author of your life, and you don't owe anyone a perfect chapter. It's just an honest one. All right. Well, that's it for this episode of Making Mindset Matter. If any of this resonated with you, I'd love for you to share it with someone you care about. Make sure you've subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any of the new content. And if you're on this journey of self-discovery, identity, and growth, just know I'm right here with you. You don't have to have all the answers, but just keep showing up and keep asking better questions. And above all, keep making your mindset matter. Catch you on the next video. Bye.